Okay, so can Africans find English teaching jobs in Vietnam? The quick answer is yes. I'm African and I'm working in Vietnam as an English teacher. Now, from the time I started making videos about teaching in Vietnam, I've been receiving a lot of questions. The most unfortunate thing is that most of the questions that I receive have the answers readily provided in the videos, because I've always tried to make very detailed videos, mostly about this topic of working in Vietnam as a teacher. So Africans and other non-native English speakers can work in Vietnam as teachers. The Vietnamese government and the Education Ministry, of course, sets regulations, but they have never said that a non-native English speaker is not allowed to work or is not accepted. They just say that if you're a non-native English speaker, there are requirements, just like I mentioned in all those videos, but briefly, you are supposed to have a degree, you are required to have a TEFL, and you are required to have passed an English test like the British Council or any other test. So the test that is provided by the British Council and other agents that are accredited or allowed to do so, you should get a minimum of C1 certification. So a C1 means that at least you are an advanced speaker of that language. So they make sure they do this, of course, to make sure that everyone that is going to come and teach students is at least going to be able to speak good English, write good English, read English, and be able to teach it in the best way, and be able to follow the curriculum, the material that is given out. But what you have to know is that non-native speakers are allowed by law. They are accepted. The ministry allows non-native English speakers to work in Vietnam as teachers. The problem that you always do is you always watch videos from people that are biased. You always watch videos from people that are telling you, because I've also watched a number of videos where people come out and say, no, you can't go to Vietnam and work as a non-native speaker. But I'm here. I've worked for a company that doesn't hire whites. I've never worked for a company like that only hires blacks, even when they're hiring native speakers. I've worked for people that prefer Africans to any other teacher here in Vietnam. So what I'm talking about, I have the best experience about it. So don't be intimidated. Don't watch videos of people that failed, because some people fail for different reasons. Maybe he wasn't liked by the employers. Maybe he didn't have the requirements. Maybe he didn't have a degree, or maybe he failed. He went through some challenges that he won't tell you. But that doesn't mean that you are going to go through the same thing too. So if you want to go to Vietnam and work as an English teacher, don't be discouraged because of what people are saying online. Because there's even a white guy that I watched one time, and he was saying, if you're a non-native speaker, you can't work here. And he was a native speaker, of course. I wouldn't want to mention his channel name and everything, but he was giving out poison for his own reasons. Because according to the information he was giving, at least he has been here for some time, but he was giving out poison and telling people that they can't work here if they are non-native English speakers. And that is biasness, the highest level of bias that he was trying to portray. So I just want to tell you that you can surely work here. If you're from Africa, you're from the other parts of Europe where you're not a native speaker, you're from India, you're from any other part of the world, in Asia, Filipinos, and anyone, you can work here as long as you go through the right process. Don't be lied to by agents and what. Make sure you go through the right process. Research. Do enough research as you can. And make sure to have the requirements that we always talk about. Don't be lied, because people will come here and you work and they will start taking out money from you. You start telling you to give out bribes and do this and do this. But as long as you go through the right process, get yourself your degree, get a TEFL certificate, get the C1 certification, talk to the right people, do enough research, come and teach in Vietnam and make some money. So before I go, I know some of you are going to ask me the difference in payment. It depends, but mostly in cities, there's no big difference. Sometimes if a native speaker is earning $25 per hour, you'll be given between 15 to 20. So always the difference is like 5 or something like that. So it depends. Maybe if you're taken to the provinces, like far in the villages or somewhere down there. But in cities like Hanoi City, Da Nang, Ho Chi Minh City, and other cities, you find out that almost the payment is almost the same. The money that is paid to native speakers, it's the same to the non-native speakers. But if you're coming to Vietnam, expect anywhere between 10 to $25, depending on the employer, the company, what they are giving you, the full offer, like the benefits that they're adding to it and everything. So that's what I wanted to tell you, that you can work in Vietnam as a non-native English speaker, and you will work as a teacher of English language. Thank you for watching my video. My name is Sean Benefits. See you in the next one. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel.